So here we are pretty much finishing up the course. Just one little tweak I wanted to do for this website is switch up the button sizing. And I'll show you little cool tricks you can do. So ideally, if you did not like the positioning, you didn't like the look of this, you could go to style tab, go down here to the padding option. And like, let's see if I put 50, the button just gained 50 on this. Ideally, I personally like it when the buttons have like a very long top, and then if I do 50, that's too much. Let me try 10 and then 10 there. Actually, let's do 20. 20 might be too big, so I'm gonna do, let's do 12. So I think I like that look right there. And then what I want to do is actually take off the let me take the top padding off and also the bottom. And I just want to look at this from a different perspective and see how this currently looks right here. So currently this is how the website currently looks. I might add the padding back to maybe do 20. I'm going to change this and stay, instead of saying that, say get started. And then also we could add a shadow too for the text. Or if you do want to add stuff for the actual box shadow, we could do that here. And let's see if I can, let me keep that to 0. I want the blur to be little, let's see the spread. I want the spread to be too much. I think the main thing right now is the coloring might be a little too out of the scope of what I'm trying to play off with. And then overall, I think the button, I want to make it look a little better. So let's go with a, let's see if I can change this up a little bit. Because ideally, like a teal blue would look really good on this type of website. The only hard part would be the actual reading the text. So one cool thing you could do is actually, let's see if I can make that solid. Change this color to like a blue. Let's do 2. Actually, wrong one. Let's do 2 up here. Copy this text right there for that color and color the border that. And watch this. So now what we just did here is I colored the border to the blue, and I'm gonna change this background. Watch this. Boom, made it like that. So now if I click on the text here, the color for this, if I copy and paste that, you'll see now it's currently blue, but you can't really see it. So I'm gonna change it to white. And then I'm gonna change the weight. See if that does anything. Get started, and let's see how this looks right here. So here is a little complete different take on the actual thing. Actually, I think the design of like the thin part looks cooler to me. But again, you would have to change your like font. So usually Open Sans is a pretty cool font to do. And I think if I did, let me see if yeah, so ideally everything looks pretty good like this. So ideally I like it like this with the get started that way. And then we'll go out, see like that. And that's pretty much a cool little trick you can do there. So if I were to change this one to Open Sans here, it looks like it already automatically switched. Same with this. And then pretty much this is how the end website, I like this look much better. But you could literally go in and change all of the text, anything you want to. And the fonts I would recommend to look into Open Sans, Montserrat, Lato. Those are all good ones to use. But overall, this is your website. You can do whatever you like. But here is the end product here. So let's actually click update. And let's preview this. So we're almost done with the website. I just want to show you a little more tweaks to make it a lot better. I didn't want to waste too much time in the designing part, because once you make the entire website, this makes it much easier to add customization. So what I want to do now is when I click get started, I want it to scroll down to a section on the page. So let's go back to the actual editing Elementor section. So essentially, if you're not here already, just go back and click edit with Elementor, and then click on the get started button. So now I have this highlighted, and all we need to do is do what we did earlier with the menu items and just put hashtag and services is what I titled my section. If you title whatever you title yours, make sure you copy it exactly perfectly. So if the S is capitalized, you have to put the capitalized S, because if you don't, it will not go work how you want it to work. And then if we were to click update, I'll show you really quick. It should scroll down when I click on get started. So here we are, and click on welcome to our website. Get started, perfect. Now look at this. What I don't like is that it goes like right above this top of this screen. So what I'm gonna do, little cool little trick you can do is simply go here, click the plus sign, add a widget, and make one here. And the reason why is because if you were to try to drag this above it without this right here, it wouldn't go anywhere. So that's why we just made a new little section here. I just drag this in there. If I hit update now, the sign still looks the exact same. Nothing changed. And I go, and once this loads up, I'll show you what just happened. It looks a lot cleaner this way. So now we click get started, and when I click this, now it shows with this white space above. Looks much better in my opinion. And also if we click here, it does the exact same thing. So if you want to edit that again for like about us, we can do the exact same thing there. So let's go down to about us. And instead of us going, let's click and drag plus sign right there. Add a widget here. Click this one, simply drag it in there. And then let's go do the same. Let's see if we have it up here for contact. So let's do here, plus sign, drag this anchor here. And looks like we have most of our stuff there. So let's update this and let's confirm how it looks. So let's do the first test with the about us. Perfect, looks way cleaner now. Now we scroll back up and let's do the contact us. Perfect, look at that. So now if I click on services here, brings us right back. And one more time, perfect. So now it's looking much cleaner and much more amazing. And then one last thing is the blog. So if you notice, if we click on the blog website, we have this little gray box right here. Now if you do not like that, let's go back to the dashboard. Simple fix is the same way we do everything. Go to pages, all pages, go to blog, edit this, scroll down, and let's make sure that we have the title, page title, disable this. Let's update that. And now let's go ahead and view the website. So now if I click on blog, that should have removed that. So now look, it's perfectly clean. And again, if you do want to remove this side, you would simply do the 100% full width setting. But ideally, I usually keep this because people who are on the blog website want to see this. It looks pretty clean.